Willie, what was the most disappointing thing about tonight?
Obviously the loss. I feel like once things got tough toward the end, we kind of, I don't want to say displayed a sign of weakness anywhere, but just fighting through, trying to be consistent from the start to the finish. I don't think we were consistent enough, to, if the defense had stood up and kept them out of the end zone or held them to 3, would have been probably better off, but it's just tough, playing a good team like that.
How surprised are you that 7-3?
I mean, it's a football game, I could not have even tried to predict what I thought the outcome would have been.
But I can't imagine this was it.
This isn't what you daydream about.
Oh, you never imagine or think about the loss. It just kind of the best team won tonight. So.
People are patting the defense on the back a little bit. Do the players share that same feeling? Do you think there's more that you guys have?
Well, because there's so much, we are a one unit, one team. It's like the offense is the defense is the offense. And right now we just got to get ready to come back Sunday and get ready for our next game.
Given the anticipation coming into this, how do you avoid not getting 2 down over 1 out of 12?
Well, step up and take the role as a team captain. And, you got to learn from your mistakes, learn from your losses. And there's nothing that happened tonight that we can't overcome or we can't fix. We beat ourselves clearly, simple as that.
Willie, were you at all surprised how they controlled the clock in the first half?
What you mean control the clock?
Well, just they were on your defense on the field for quite a while in the first half.
But we practice for situations like that. And shit, when I look at it, the longer the defense on the field, the more time you got to build your stats up. So, it's nothing that I look down on.
You said the best team won tonight. What made them the best team?
They didn't have as many mistakes as we did. They didn't turn the ball over. I don't think they turned the ball over, but maybe once. So, I mean, we turned the ball. We had about 2 turnovers. Didn't capitalize when the opportunity presents itself. So, just, playing against a good team. Spur got everything under control over there, and he's a great coach. He knows his stuff. So,
as a defensive player, were you impressed with their defense, especially their quickness?
Not really. I didn't even pay their defense any attention. Just really concerned about the team and making sure that we, come out every snap and play it like it's our last.
As a leader, what are you going to be telling the guys this week to get them up for the next game?
You can't dwell on a loss. I mean, you have to take it, and you have to take what happened and run with it. You have to learn from your mistakes. Really take your job serious. We have a lot of young guys that haven't lost a game yet, but this is the first game of the season. We really have to critically go back and evaluate ourselves and make sure that we don't come out and make the same mistake twice.
You say you didn't want to dwell, but was this team just itching a little bit more, considering you played this team last year in the opener and lost it? It's a team with Carolina in it and on the national stage.
What do you mean, like they wanted it more or something?
Does it hurt more to lose this game versus maybe another one, a lesser opponent in an opener like this?
Well, not really. It's an SEC team. It had nothing to do with the ACC, and trying to be. I'd rather be more successful in the ACC conference than the SEC. Because it doesn't have any effect on ACC championship. It has no effect on that. So really, we just got to kind of take it and run with it, I guess.
Willie, what was the locker room like afterwards?
Well, I mean, it's a loss. You really gotta, consider that we did lose the game, and I didn't see a lot of heads hanging, because we know that the outcome of the game was all on our actions, mistakes that we made. So it wasn't nothing that we had to feel like we couldn't stop them or we couldn't compete against them. The score was 7-3. I think that's a good ball game, but the outcome just didn't favor NC State.
Willie, this team's had some slow starts in recent years as a season. How important is it to not let this loss kind of snowball?
it's very important, you know. And I'd rather lose the first game. If I had to choose a game to lose, I'd rather lose the first game. For one, it's not a conference game, and it's an opportunity for guys to see early on in the season that, you know, we can lose. I don't care how much hype you have coming into the season. Talk is talk, but actually going out and playing, leading by example through your actions is another thing.
Well, there was a sense before the game that you guys were ready going in this year versus last year. You had their number. Do you guys still feel like this is a winning football team, or maybe is there a feeling that you weren't as close as you thought you were and you need more work?
No doubt. I mean, we're a great football team. It's nothing that I feel that happened tonight, like I said earlier, that we can't fix. Simple mistakes, turnovers, adversity struck. Early on, I don't think we handled it too well, but I feel that we came back and we really answered to that adversity that we had to deal with, and actually the score ended up 7-3.
Do you think that start kind of shocked you, the guys, a little bit, knocked you back on your heels? It seemed to take a little bit of your mojo away from you.
As a defense, no, definitely not. I mean, that's stuff that a defense, we practice that kind of stuff, you know, all camp. And just actually, with having adversity strike that early, I feel woke guys up, woke a few of the young guys up. You know, we had some young guys coming in and filling some spots. And I feel that they, you know, actually experienced, you know, things can go wrong. I mean, all because you come out and you practice well and you don't have any mistakes in practice doesn't mean that when game time comes, doesn't mean that you won't have any mistakes made, and you just have to play through things like that.
Was it frustrating for you guys that you just were almost there so many times? I mean, sitting over there watching the offense, it was just so close so many times.
Definitely. We had a lot of opportunities in the end zone. I mean, opportunities. I mean, when opportunities was presented tonight, they didn't quite go in our favor a lot of times. Once or twice maybe, but when we really needed it, it wasn't so.
Well, there's so many questions and changes on the defense. How did you feel you guys responded? Because, you know, so much of the talk is about Russell on the offense, where you guys only gave up 7 points.
I feel the defense came out and played okay, because if defense was playing at 110%, then they wouldn't have scored. The best they could have got was 3.
Yeah.
The score would have been tied. That was the best they would have got. But we let them in the red zone. That was on us.
Sure.
Shouldn't have happened.
You've been dealing with this obviously all summer, but at any point did you look and say, man, I'm looking for 56 or looking for Nate at any point out there?
Oh, definitely not.
No.
Definitely not. That's why I gave him a little. I took his celebration move and used it on big TFL I had tonight. You know, just use it and I guess a signature for Nate Irvin. But that's just a brother that we got behind us still.
So you're going to claim that move off for the rest of the year for Nate?
I tell you what you think?
All right, let's go.